CS Deputy Director Jasmine Desiderio, and School-Based Violence Intervention Program Coordinator Lene Lovato. And now an official welcome. My name is Jorge Hernandez. I'm Public Information Officer with Albuquerque Community Safety, and I will be playing MC today. So thank you. So I want to take a moment to share a bit about the program that brought us all together here today. So the School-Based Violence Intervention Program, or as you may know it, SBVIP, is part of the Albuquerque Community Safety Department. It was created to meet students where they are, in their schools, in their neighborhoods, and in their communities. Our mission is to support young people who may be impacted by violence, trauma, or systematic barriers, and help them build safer and stronger paths forward. We work hand in hand with schools, families, and community partners to provide not just mentorship, but resources, crisis response, and long-term support. At its core, this program is about believing in potential of every single student, no matter the circumstance. Today, we're here honoring SBVIP students who recently graduated from their respective high schools. And they're all donning their respective schools, so that's cool to see that you guys are representing various schools. This program at its core is about believing in the potential of every single student, as we mentioned them. So today we're honoring them for the powerful example of what happens when young people are given not just guidance, but real opportunity and trust. We're proud to walk alongside each and every one of them. And now it's my pleasure to hand it over to our guest speakers. Under his administration, we saw not just the launch of the SBVIP program, but also Albuquerque Community Safety. So please welcome Albuquerque Mayor Tim Keller.
Thanks so much, Jorge, and it's wonderful to see, most importantly, our 4 students who are here, and thank you for sticking out this program and for being a part of it, and of course to the family or friends or whoever's here, the mentors that are here. I know some of the teachers are here. We really appreciate all the effort that you've put in through thick and thin in this program, and I just want to share a couple of things about this. You know, this work, I think in general, I do want to acknowledge, in no particular order, like a lot of people have made this work, because this is unique. This only happens in Albuquerque, New Mexico, believe it or not. And in fact, ironically, a lot like the entire department of ACS, which also only happens in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we've had to create this from nothing. And that's not easy. And it does take partners. And I know we have our schools that are represented here, and so I just want to acknowledge, of course, West Mesa and RFK, of course, Atrisco, and I think we're expanding into Del Norte. I think I got most of the schools there, Del Norte, where I went to kindergarten. But that doesn't happen without the administrators kind of signing off on something brand new and totally different. And so let's give a round of applause. I know I see RFK here. There's folks in different schools. If you're from one of the schools, raise your hand. If you're one of the teachers or administrators, thank you. Please give them a round of applause. And I know while some of the programs are charter schools and some aren't, you know, the bottom line is, like, we really appreciate and need APS's cooperation. That actually had some hangups this year, and that's why I'm especially grateful that we got through those like right away. And so I want to thank our APS executives, and our speaker Marco is going to help too. But give APS and the leadership team a round of applause. So a little bit about the beginning of this program. You know, I'll tell you the story of the violence intervention work here in Albuquerque, and it was basically this. 23 cities roughly across America have something called a violence intervention program. And it's semi-coordinated by the John Jay School of Criminal Justice. And they have this theory that a lot of challenges that our youth face are in many ways related to challenges that they're facing in other parts of their lives. And also they're related to challenges that are fundamentally about other things, like, for example, poverty, addiction, a family situation that leads to having to have a separate family with another group of kids that may be doing things that are illegal. The idea, though, is that if you intervene, that you can actually create a different social support network and a different set of role models for people. And that's literally what violence intervention is all about. That's what the school-based violence intervention program is all about. The differences in Albuquerque is we saw, unfortunately, in comparison to other parts of the country, our issues started a lot younger. And so the revelation that we didn't have, I didn't have, it was actually the ACS department. They said, we're doing this violence intervention work on 25-year-olds, and we should be doing it with 16-year-olds. That was the birth of this program. And so I really appreciate ACS for fundamentally understanding and recognizing that, for bringing it to our administration with, at the time, what seemed, and still is, it doesn't seem like it to us, but all around the country, when I'm like, yeah, we do violence intervention programs in the schools. They're like, you do? How and why? And we know the answer to both those questions. But the proof is in the outcome, in these 4 students in front of you. Also one on the way. I know we're kind of waiting, but we decided we'd start, but they should be here soon. And we know that across the different years that we've tried this, we have now seen roughly, I always remember the term 80%, and without getting into specifics, 80% of the participants have seen an increase in grades by at least a letter grade and a half. That's awesome. And of course, we actually know literally what that often means. That usually means from going from like an F to a C, and we'll take it. That is awesome. That also means graduation from high school, which is so important. The other 80% is 80% of the people, the kids in this program, don't have a further incident with law enforcement. That is also incredible. This, statistically, is one of the most successful programs that we have ever tried in the city of Albuquerque with respect to violence reduction. It blows the doors off basic things like, say no to drugs, or I don't even know the names of our other programs. And the DARE program is what I was thinking of. Not to, but I'm just saying, this is a super, super high return on the investment. And when I say investment, I'm saying this because I want this in every school in Albuquerque. I've told the school board this, I've told the state legislature this, and we've gotten some help, and that's great. But I really hope that at least for the adults that are here, or the kids who are graduating and maybe can even help out, set up programs in other schools if it's possible. I really, really need this in our city in every high school. And so that's a little bit of a call to action for y'all when you leave here. You name it, whether it's a school administrator, whether it's another elected official that you bump into, this should be something that is available to every kid in Albuquerque, if not New Mexico. And the proof is in the results and in the individuals that we're seeing here today. So with that, I want to thank everyone who made this possible. I already mentioned the administrators and so forth, but especially our ACS team. I know I got to spend time at the West Mesa program, and seeing the pure support that happens in that room, and then also the mentorship from the folks who are a little older who are in the room, that is a dynamic I think that most people have never seen, but most importantly is not necessarily available for folks who are part of that program anywhere else besides, in this case, that little portable at West Mesa. And that is a powerful, powerful place and experience for those kids, and also by extension the help often that they end up providing for their families. So with that, I just want to say congratulations on making it through the program. Congratulations on graduating high school. And thank you for not giving up, whether it's on yourself or on your colleagues or on your family, or most importantly, on your future. And I hope you know that in some small way, the city, as best we can, will try and be there for you going forward. And also that you can play a small role in fostering a stronger community and a safer community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Keller. Next up, I'd like to call up Chief Harold Medina.
I just want to thank everybody for having us here today, and I want to congratulate the graduates. And, I want to thank Mayor for the past 7.5 years that I've been back to the Albuquerque Police Department. This history actually goes back to 2019. In April, May of 2019, I traveled to the city of Oakland, and I first learned about violence interruption programs with Mayor and others. Then fast forward about 8 months, I traveled to New York City, kind of learned a little bit more about it. And at the same time, we had leadership with Mayor and his administration that pushed us to think outside the box and to try things that hadn't been tried before. And I think that's very important that we recognize that that is kind of why we're here today, because of this philosophy of let's not keep doing what doesn't work, let's try something new. So in 2020, of course, you know that the idea of ACS comes up. The mayor and the CEO at the time develop ACS, and we start working in collaboration with ACS. And I immediately, as chief, saw the value. Number one, there are several calls that did not require a police officer. And I was revert back to me as a young officer. I was 22 years old. I got dispatched to a mother who couldn't control their 9-year-old. I was in no relationship. I had no kids, and I was giving somebody advice on how to raise their kid. I was the completely wrong tool or person to send to that type of call. So as we started to work with ACS and we were developing VIP for the city, we quickly recognized that this new model that was created, ACS, is the perfect place for us to put VIP, and VIP was placed under the umbrella of ACS. As you fast forward another year as we evolve, we quickly saw, like Mayor said, that VIP wasn't working the same way for Albuquerque as it had worked in other cities, because we were targeting people too far in life, and we needed to start focusing them on a little younger age. And as I researched what was successful across the nation, I had come across the city of Boston. And Boston had the lowest youth violence of any major city in this country. And that's when it all made sense, the direction that the city was going, and why the 5 of you graduates are so important to this city. The one thing that will change Albuquerque is creating a new culture amongst our kids that understand why violence isn't the way of the future, why violence isn't good for their future, and how violence impacts so many. Boston changed that culture 30-some years ago when they created their VIP, and it's been successful. And the work that the 5 of you undertake within the community to be leaders at your age, to ensure that we help individuals recognize and not go down a life of violence, will be spoken about 20 years from now, the success. Because you're working to change what is at the root of our problems in Albuquerque, and that's a culture that has developed where violence is acceptable in our high schools, where violence is acceptable at such a young age. So I want to thank you for showing the leadership and stepping up to make those tough decisions and have those tough conversations with peers your age, and helping guide them to a successful life, and in turn a better culture within the city of Albuquerque, and something that generations will look upon someday and say, this was the group that changed Albuquerque and how they made violence be looked at differently. So thank you each for your leadership, stepping up to the plate, and thank you for everything you're going to do and all the kids' lives that you're going to change and that you're going to save from a life of incarceration and making poor decisions. Have a good evening and good luck with your careers.
Thank you so much, Chief Medina. Next up, I'd like to call up Director of Albuquerque Community Safety, Jody Esquivel.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Chief. What a tough act to follow, I feel like. A lot of things were already said, and so I'll keep it very brief. But really, my true thanks to our students that are here being honored, and also our violence intervention team. So Jasmine, Deputy, and Lene, I know that your team pours your heart and soul into these kids and these programming, and it shows. And so I thank you, the city of Albuquerque thanks you, and I know that the kids and everybody thank you as well. So thank you for your hard work. I know we talked about the initiative. It's really, we couldn't do it without the great partnership that we have with APS, and so we're really thankful for that. And this just grew from the city's commitment to rethink public safety through care, connection, and early intervention. The program brings trauma-informed approaches directly into the high school. And when Mayor says this isn't happening anywhere else, there are violence intervention programs, but nobody's in the schools the way that we are. Kids are getting credits for going to class. Nobody's going to the schools in the way that we are, and I'm so proud of that, and I'm so thankful. I know that without getting too far into my past, I would have benefited from a program like this when I was in high school, to be very honest. And to see us evolve and try something new that we haven't, and places across the country are saying like, wow, what are you guys doing? I think that's really amazing for Albuquerque to be able to stand behind, and I'm so thankful for that. Since its launch, we've expanded into multiple high schools, and right now, as we speak, we have 72 students engaged in the program. So throughout our high school, I know. It's really, really amazing. The engagement keeps going up. We have multiple referrals. Mayor talked about expansion into Del Norte. We're doing summer programming. We are fully all in, dedicated to our youth. 83% of our seniors graduated this year. Right? That's really amazing. Like, the numbers don't lie. You guys are amazing. You suck it out. You put your head down, did the hard work. You had a hand to hold along the way, and 83% success rate of our seniors graduating high school. The students you see here tonight are proof of what is possible when communities support each other. When APS gets together, when APD gets together, when the city of Albuquerque, the mayor, ACS get together, we see what we can do as a community and heal our community in a way that we haven't before. And the proof is here. I'll leave you with a quote, and let everybody else continue. I feel really emotional for you guys right now. I'm so thankful for you. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. And that's just, we're here for you. We're going to support you. Just because you finished this program, I know that your teams have really good connections with all your school-based intervention specialists. We're so thankful for you. We're here for you, and we're excited about the future for Albuquerque because you guys are out there leading the way. So thank you.
Thank you, Director Esquivel. Next up, we'd like to switch things a little bit and move over to APS, Albuquerque Public Schools Associate Superintendent Marco Harris.
Good afternoon, good evening. I am Marco Harris. I'm actually the assistant superintendent, but that's okay. I actually just came into this role July 1 of last year. I was actually the principal at Highland High School for 10 years prior. So I've had some practice talking to young people, starting out their life as newbies, getting their keys taken from their parents as they leave graduation or whatever it may be. But I will tell you that this is probably the most unique and probably the most proud I've been, sitting at a graduation with young people in front of me who have obviously had adverse moments in their life that have taken them one path. Somehow, some way, you found individuals around you that sparked some excitement about education again. And so that's probably what I'm most proud about, standing in front of you today. I have some words that I want to share, but I do thank you for committing in yourself, committing back to yourselves for the crazy journey that you're going to have after graduation. So with that, I am going to stop for 1 second. All these people behind you, will you look behind you? Did you see who's here besides when you first came? And will you give yourselves a pat on the back and a round of applause for lifting these young people to the space where they are today? So with that, Mayor, I am committed to bringing more schools on board, just FYI. Now granted, I have a boss above me, but I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push. Mayor Keller, Albuquerque Community Safety Director Jody Esquivel, Deputy Director Jasmine Desiderio, I knew I messed that up, School-Based Violence Intervention Program Coordinator Lene Lovato, and families. And most importantly, our graduates who have completed this program. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. It's an honor for me to be here celebrating this important milestone with you, our graduates. I'm proud of you for the hard work you've put in at the end of that you've put in through to the end. And I am proud of you for the commitment you've made to make good choices in your life, choices that have put you in the path of a brighter future. You did it. I want you to remember this moment. Remember what it feels like to work hard to achieve your goals. Remember what it feels like to have people show up for you to celebrate your successes. Now it's time for you to go out into the world and build the life you want. We're all rooting for you.
Thank you so much, Marco. Next up, the leader of the division, ACS Deputy Director Jasmine Desiderio.
Hi everyone, good afternoon or evening, depending on what time it is. Thank you so much. I am very proud of the 5, hopefully the 5th one shows up, students who have put in all of the work this past couple of years, right? I think the start of the school-based violence intervention program was an innovative safety model that we started implementing within schools. And it really emphasized care and community to improve school safety. And our collaboration with the Albuquerque Public Schools really helped us identify students at risk so that we're able to help them and connect them through support so that they can continue engaging in school and hopefully opening more opportunities. This program stands very uniquely, as everyone has mentioned, by focusing on healing and prevention, because we're really trying to tackle the root causes of violence and trauma instead of punishment. We have trained intervention specialists embedded in the schools, and that really helps kids get consistent and personalized help navigating violence and systematic challenges. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why we've seen such success in our program. And for the success of our students, our graduates, it really shows what investing in mentorship and healing and how we can break the cycles of violence and trauma. The graduation rate that Jody Esquivel, our director, has mentioned is very impressive. Last year, we celebrated 1 school-based violence intervention specialist, which we had done at the city of Albuquerque address, and this year we are celebrating 5. So that's amazing, right? I feel like this program does show the value of what we're doing here in the city of Albuquerque. And to the graduates, congratulations. We have seen each of you grow and overcome challenges and barriers in your life, and we're very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Director Jasmine Desiderio. Next up, we'd like to bring up SBVIP Coordinator Lene Lovato.
Hi everyone. Today, we're here to honor not just graduates, but leaders. Young people who have faced adversity head-on and chosen a new direction. Graduation is always a milestone, but for these students, it's more than a diploma. It's proof that overcoming is possible. These students represent the very heart of what our school-based violence intervention program is all about: resilience, growth, and hope. You are not defined by where you started, but by the direction you're heading. And today, you're heading forward, strong, capable, and unstoppable. At this time, we'd like to honor each student individually. When I say your name, please come up to receive your certificate and plaque from Mayor Keller and Director Esquivel. Vicente Ariano from Robert F. Kennedy Charter. This young man started with our program by collaborating on a project with an intervention specialist. He officially joined SBVIP in April 2025, and we have seen significant growth in his commitment to improving himself. He will continue his education at the University of New Mexico. Eric Dominguez, West Mesa High School. This young man joined SBVIP in February 2025 after he experienced one of the most challenging times in his life. With mentorship and support, he was able to successfully graduate from high school and be a positive support for his younger sister and family. Your courage and strength and will to care for your family inspires us, and we're excited to see what the future holds for you. Jade Lucero, Atrisco Heritage Academy High School. This young lady joined SBVIP in October 2024. She trusted the process by engaging in mentorship and resources available. Since the day we met her, she has a smile on her face. You have a team that believes in you, and we're eager to see where your journey takes you next. Andrew Cifuentes, Albuquerque Talent Academy. In November 2022, this young man joined SBVIP and initially struggled to make positive choices for himself and his future. Upon meeting him, we quickly recognized his potential to be a leader among his peers and in his community. Through years of mentorship and family support, he was able to excel academically and graduate a year early. He plans to continue his education at a post-secondary electrical trade school. To you guys, these community leaders have gathered here today to honor each of you. You should be extremely proud of what you've accomplished. Your success is a testament to the hard work you've each put in, inside and outside of school. We see your strength, we are proud of your progress, and we believe in your potential. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Go ahead and stand up and turn around. Look at everyone clapping for you. Appreciate it. Congratulations, and thank you, everyone. And congratulations to each and every one of you. I know each of your stories is different, and like Director Esquivel said, right, we all have different journeys. A lot of us could have benefited from this program like this. We're lucky to have crossed paths with you and know that the future is in good hands, knowing that each and every one of you are going to get to carry that torch. So thank you so much. Feel free to have a seat. Yeah. So just wanted to wrap up by a few things. This concludes our ceremony. There is a food truck outside that's complimentary, so feel free to hang out, enjoy, take photos, and a little selfie station of sorts here.